some digging. This Chronon operation is harvesting some kind of fuel. It's used to power a device called the CFR. Ever heard of it?
CFR?
We've seen mention of it.
No, what is it?
I'm not sure, but it looks like it's at the center of everything Monarch's doing. The thing they stole from the university, this operation, everything's linked to the CFR somehow.
What the hell is Paul up to?
Chronon... something. Or Rumpthin, maybe? Oh, look at this.
Let's do this.
Let's do this is right. Let's keep it down for a sec. Destroy Chronon containers by stacking bullets on them to create a temporary stutter. Maybe that's what happened. Oh, that's exactly what was happening. We must have accidentally destroyed some of those. I don't know, maybe not.
Sophia Amaral.
This is the doctor?
Monarch's resident Chronon scientist. Well, she must know a lot of the same stuff Will did.
Burst fire pistol? Yes, please. That's gonna help. Oh, where am I? Oh no! Uh-oh. That didn't go as smoothly as I was hoping. We have to stack the bullets on it. There we go. Oh, this is a big boy. Uh-oh. Oh, we got him. Oh!
Back dry! Fire support!
This is a little sloppier than our previous engagements. See how much different this is from that advanced SMG that we had previously? He's toast. Man down.
Gotta find a way out of here.
Yeah, but what the hell? Okay, this is the thing that they stole, I think. This is the actual machine, if I'm not mistaken.
No clear exit down here. May have to head upward.
Did we see heavy pistol? Let's grab that.
There's gotta be something I can use to get up there.
How can I get over there? I see that. Okay, I think I know where we need to go. Got that thing hanging up top. But then I wonder. Oh, hold on. Let's check this. So from Sophia Amaral, Chronon Tech Phase 2 milestones to Chronon research personnel. Sending a quick email to make sure that all divisions of this Chronon R&D department are on schedule. As you know, Monarch will be moving to Phase 3 on October 9th. upon completion of the university operation. High-level milestone deliverables for Phase 2 are as follows. Ground Zero harvesting op. By the end of Phase 2, we expect to have officially harvested enough Chronon particles from the Ground Zero operation to fuel necessary Chronon tech indefinitely. Access to the red zone should be completely prohibited from this point forward. All harvesting equipment will be dismantled and returned to Monarch Tower Phase 3. CFR research. All research regarding the CFR must be complete, and the CFR must be returned to Monarch Tower for safekeeping. Lifeboat. Prototype testing phase of the lifeboat should be complete. Further testing will commence once the CFR is returned to Monarch Tower. Chronon tech. Alpha build tech must be complete for all armor and weaponry. Beta tech will commence during Phase 3. Dampener must have reached approved proof for concept deliverables. Please read the milestone booklet to make sure all departmental deliveries are achieved. So this lifeboat thing is interesting. It makes me feel as if... Yeah, there we go. Makes me feel as if they, He said he's seen, like, the end of the world, but this lifeboat would seem to insinuate that there's a way of saving select few. Can we do this from on top here? Yeah, there we go.
Oh. Not your average elevator.
Yeah, not quite. Okay, let's go through the other side now.
Jack, I found documents here about some kind of private gala Monarch is hosting
Tonight. After everything that's happened.
It has something to do with their future plans. Serene's delivering a speech, and the guest list has everybody from Monarch higher-ups to big-shot scientists to the mayor of Riverport, which raises the question, why now?
I don't know, but I'm gonna find out.
This will get us where we need to be, and that's what matters. Okay, so we actually have... I think we might have a decent amount of this here. We've got 3. All of these next ones require 4. We could use the increased focus. Yeah, you know what? Let's grab this. So when we dodge, things are slower for a little bit longer afterwards. Okay, so that was just a nice to have. That's not exactly where we need to be going. Here we go. We've got access this way. What is that? What's making that noise? That heavy, like, drone. Are we... No, I'm not sure. It's creepy, that's for sure. I always just like to leave my mark before we leave.
Okay.
It's tradition.
Getting closer, I think. Now, which way's the dry dock?
Okay, well, we can see something here.
I got that briefcase we lifted from William Joyce's car. Laid out the contents in the trailer.
Oh.
No, Serene wants the first look. Till then, hands off.
And that's kind of like, so we had to go back to his car to get that briefcase, but we never ended up getting it.
I got that briefcase we lifted from William Joyce's car. Laid out the contents in the trailer.
Trailer generator crapped itself, hooked up to the car. Use that till maintenance gets around to this. Well.
Okay, looks like the trailer has power now. Paul's
It's actually
man had
kinda
taken
smart.
the briefcase from Will's car, dumped the contents on the table. Will had said he needed something
Here it
from
is.
his briefcase to stop the fracture. Wasn't much there, but his phone and a key to the Bradbury swimming pool. Not the most obvious clues.
Jack?
Not the most obvious, but it's obvious
Monarch
location to
took
be
out
going.
footage of your lady friend sniffing around some confidential Monarch files. Kind of a big no-no around here.
Amy,
I gotta go back for her.
Don't. I'll pick her up. Where are you?
I'm on my way to Paul at the dry docks.
Serene's not the priority. I'm getting you out of there. I'll meet you at the dry docks. Channel 1 is the Monarch frequency. Use it to keep ahead of them. And Jack, don't do anything stupid.
Thanks for the vote of confidence.
Okay, so this is from Bruce Livingston to Sophia Amaral. It's a screenplay. I don't... This is going to be really long to go through. So I don't know that if there's going to be anything important in here. We haven't talked too much since, but I'm one of Serene's guys from Reaper Squad, working around all this time. Working around all this time tech stuff, or Chronon tech, you call it, I guess. Got me real inspired, so I started writing a screenplay. There's a lot of science talk in here, so I wanted the scientists to check it over to see if it makes sense.
Shit.
Bruce Savage. She's gone quiet. You know what? Let's maybe take a look at it later. We can always pull it up from the timeline. This could be important. Next steps to Clarice Ogawa. This is from Hatch to Clarice. The university operation gathered far more attention than we expected. How does this impact our agenda moving forward? I'm concerned that Paul Serene will be paying closer attention to our actions. Perhaps we should delay making our move until things calm down. Wait, what? He's doing something behind his back? Nothing changes as we move forward. The university fallout was a setback, but we can use these complications to our advantage. Paul is focused on phase 3 of the plan. He's questioning if there are traitors within Monarch, but I am quite confident that he does not know where to look for them. I will make sure to shift the blame elsewhere. The gala is going ahead tonight. That is when we make our next move. You take care of the preparations. Make sure Dr. Kim's lab is ready for detonation. I'll make sure that Paul is sufficiently distracted as to not question our involvement. Uh-oh. Multiple levels of people backstabbing him. Just fine by me. Find a way through the garage. Well...
It's locked. There's gotta be another way to get through here.
I imagine we can blow those up somehow. Burst pistol. I'll stick with what we have. Yeah, that'll do.
Close one.
That's a good way in.
HQ, we just heard an explosion near the harvesting perimeter.
Oh shit.
Take a wild guess who that could have been.
Charlie, get off the line. Striker team, take defensive positions around
Ha
ground zero.
Whoa. Oh! That's new. If we get stuck inside the crumbling that we fix, instant death. Okay. Okay.
Jeez. Close one.
HQ, we just heard an explosion near the harvesting perimeter.
Yeah, take a wild guess who that could have been.
Charlie,
Moving
get off
up.
the line. Striker team, take defensive positions around ground zero.
Roger.
I think we're gonna have a throwdown here.
I recognized Will's workshop as soon as I saw the old billboard on top.
The area we refer to as Ground Zero.
It was clear that the workshop was at the center of the operation. I wanted to see what was in there. It seemed to be
It's that Joyce guy!
It's that Joyce guy! Yeah, it is. Yeah, he didn't stand a chance from the beginning.
Backup approaching green zone. Engaging
Oh,
target.
never mind. We got a big boy in here.
No way!
I think he's down. Not this one, though. There we go. Whoa, what the fuck? Look at that! Oh, the tire's bouncing.
I think it's Joyce.
You think?
We're experiencing signs of an incoming stutter.
Safeguard. Let Joyce contain before that stutter hits.
Where is he?
He's right here. Radar is compromised. Aircat is en route with more backup. There.
Let's go. Let's go.
Aircat approaching. Gates locked. Ah, screw it. I'm coming through.
Show me them. Show me them. Oh, we've got a big boy coming. Who the hell is this? Uh-oh.
Driving, guys.
Hey, that'll work. Maybe give us enough time to just get out of here. Can we go over the vehicle? Yes! That's awesome. Oh, these are the guys she was talking about.
Paul developed technology for his men to move through stutters. He knew the fracture would occur, prepared for it.
Oh, shit.
And he never tried to stop it.
So how do... Uh-oh. Where are they? Can I catch them at all? Going in. One down. Not that quick. Tactical SMG, yes, please. Whoa! Maybe those things on their back? Oh god, that's not good.
Will never told you what he did in that workshop at Ground Zero?
Oh, we had a Chronon
No,
thing
never.
here too.
He hid that part of his life from me. Nothing prepared me for the weirdness that was waiting there. And even that was just a prelude to the bad stuff that would follow in that same place later.
It's the only way forward.
Whoa! What the hell was that?
Absolutely no entry. I'm pretty sure that's more of a guideline than a rule.
I'd say so. Whoa!
What the hell? What is this?
Who is that? Is that Serene? What the fuck's going on now?
What the hell?
Was that us?
That already happened.
Whoa.
What the fuck?
Seriously. What the hell's happening now?
I specifically requested copper-clad niobium.
Well,
yeah, but like we're just here observing the passing of time, it looks like. Or maybe more than that?
There's no words to describe it. Will was gone, but he was all around me. This entire secret life he'd never talked about, everything he tried to protect me from, it surrounded me. A puzzle, trapped in broken time. We all thought he wasted his research grant, his career.
Look, he's building it.
Obsessing
The
over
circle.
some failed experiment. That's what he led us to believe. What he built there, it never failed.
It works. It works.
Yeah, it does. Holy hell.
Need my grant extended another year. Please, don't do this. Hello.
This is so bizarre. What the hell?
Countermeasure.
I hope to God this works.
Will. It's gone.
A countermeasure? So is that... Maybe he had the diagram in his, briefcase or something?
Come with me.
Serene? Who is that? Holding the gun there. Oh, it's Beth. It's Beth.
I knew something went horribly wrong there, but it was scrambled. It was impossible to crack.
What is that? It was some type of billboard. These paintings seem to take place like they show what's happened here in the past. So whose hands are those, though? Are those... Is that us? Under arrest?
It was overwhelming. Every unanswered question I had was compounded by what I'd seen at that workshop. The events at the university were part of something much bigger. Something that had started 17 years ago.
Whoa. That is just... It's just bizarre how that...
dry dock. Get to the dry dock. I'm almost there. Gotta get to Paul.
We've got something going on. Okay, here, what's this say? Okay, from Wincott to everybody, trespasser alert. Amy Ferraro is in the goddamn security station, unsupervised. My understanding was that Amy Ferraro was supposed to be recording a series of false confessions for a PR campaign. Clearly that's not the case. How do I know she's unsupervised? Because A, she's in the goddamn security station, and B, she's digging through sensitive Monarch files and transferring them to a USB stick. No big deal, just, you know, all of Monarch's secrets. Radio alert is immediately in effect. Coverage on her location immediately. or converge on her location. Do not let that USB stick leave this operation. Oh, and remember Jack Joyce, the guy you were supposed to stop from turning our entire operation into a clusterfuck? Maybe get on that while we still have an operation left. Can you just act like this was your natural environment, you know, like a high school locker room, and he's just the kid who can read a full sentence without moving his lips? Just fuck him up. Charlie is, I don't know. He's heavily involved here, and I don't know if he necessarily needs to be. Oh, yeah. We're throwing down, for sure.
I refuse to leave while Jack's still here.
Oh, Serene's close.
I need to contain.
Paul, your condition is critical. The stress. If you don't receive your treatment, you know what could happen. Come to the island right now. The treatment will be waiting for you. You will be back in top condition by the time the gala starts.
I don't like it, but you're right.
Did she say...
Always looking out for me. Ready to chop.
No. You're not getting away that easy.
Did she say they were going to a special island?
There was something wrong with Paul. Chronon syndrome. He'd had his powers much longer than me. What was the cause? Was I sick as well, or was it just time
Exactly,
travel?
great questions.
I didn't know. It didn't make anything he'd done any less hateful.
Oh, look who it is. Alan Wake. The Sudden Stop, the final Alex Casey novel by Alan Wake. This copy is signed by the author and dedicated to Emily Burke. Oh. Okay. That's the security guard's wife. Okay, Amaral, R.E., Dr. Kim's lab and Serene's treatment. Let's learn about this. So this is from Fiona Miller to Sophia Amaral. Dr. Amaral, would it be possible for me to gain access to Dr. Kim's lab in order to search for any files that might assist in our research? I'm concerned about the slow progress in developing a permanent cure for Paul Serene's Chronon syndrome. The treatments are only a temporary solution. I know that Dr. Kim was close to discovering a cure at the time of his death. I know that you use this lab to administer Paul Serene's treatments, but if I could borrow your keycard during the gala tonight, perhaps I could investigate the matter, or this further, while everybody's occupied with other matters. She says, Fiona, I share your concern. Paul's treatments are becoming increasingly ineffective, and I hypothesize that the onset of the fracture will increase the Chronon syndrome's rate of progression exponentially. I've been trying to take a more calculated approach at finding a permanent cure for Paul's sickness, but Martin Hatch has shifted all the necessary resources into our tech division instead. I'm beginning to question his behavior. Every attempt I've made to discover a cure has been met with Martin's red tape. Just between us, I do start to wonder if Martin even wants Paul to be cured. Ding, ding, ding. I've looked into Martin's past. He began work for Monarch in 2001, but I couldn't find any records about his past or any aspect of his life before then. It's almost as if he just appeared out of nowhere. He was the only one present during the accident that claimed Dr. Kim's life. I don't want to jump to conclusions, but I wonder what his agenda truly is. Regarding your question, unfortunately, there's nothing of value in Dr. Kim's lab, aside from Paul Serene's treatments and confidential files that would be of no use to your research. We'll have to find another way to develop a cure. Okay, so other people are on to Hatch. Hatch is doing something sketchy. We've read about that previously. This is regarding Jack to Beth Wilder. So from Beth to Fiona and then back. So they're saying that William and Jack Joyce have both been detained. Did you manage to get to William first? Did he reveal the location of the countermeasure? Okay. You said you could get Jack out of there. What happened? Interesting developments over here. With the team focused on the university op, I managed to dig through an old email correspondence between Paul Serene and Dr. Kim. The content of the messages is very cryptic, but before he died, Kim was running some kind of tests from his lab, and William's research and device related to this were somehow connected to what he was doing. Did he know about the countermeasure? I think I need to get into Kim's lab and find out more, but that place has been on restricted access since he died. Not a lot of choice, though. If Jack and William are left in custody, then that lab may be our only lead left. I'm not sure how to do it. I sure as hell just can't ask somebody to let me in there. So then she replies, William Joyce is dead. Our only shot at stopping this thing is Jack. He can lead us to the countermeasure. I still believe that. Serene got to Jack first at the university. Too much heat for me to intervene. He's been moved to ground zero. I'm following the convoy there and will rescue him once his transport has passed security checkpoints. Not going to be easy, but it might be our only shot. Keep Charlie Wincott distracted so he's not looking over the security feeds. My cover won't last much longer. You need to be my eyes on the inside. I agree. You should check into Dr. Kim's lab and let me know what you find. I know gaining access may be difficult, but with the gala tonight, you might have a window. Might be able to steal Dr. Amaril's keycard. I will contact you once I'm on the side. Okay. Everyone's trying to get into Dr. Kim's lab to find this information on this countermeasure. Is there anything? Doesn't look like it.
Yeah.
Jack, you have to understand.
Oh, look who it is.
My hand.
What the hell happened to you?
There's no use fighting.
You killed him!
I'll explain when the time is right. You'll meet me tonight at the Monarch Gala.
Gala? Time's ending and you're having a fucking party.
Because when time ends, my plan...
We do this now. I'm not meeting you at...
Yes, you are. I've already seen it happen.
Seen what? What's this all for?
Goodbye, Jack.
No!
Oh, I hate that. Calls us, no answers, just to fuck with us, pretty much. Okay, Liam Burke's status. Let's start at the bottom here. So Martin Hatch sends this to, Clarice sends this to Martin Hatch and says, Sir, I've been thinking about Liam Burke. I know you've worked closely with him for a while now and he's been useful, but there are assignments we can't use him for because of his insufficient security clearance. For instance, having to keep him in the dark about much of what will happen at the university, about the stutters we're expecting, about where it'll lead, makes him far less effective, makes him a far less effective field operative than I'd prefer and causes quite a bit of logistical difficulty given that he's going to be a part of the operation. And frankly, it feels like wasted potential. I'd like you to consider the possibility of bringing Burke into the fold. He's completed most of the striker training, and even though he didn't finish the program, he made an impression on me as a tremendously capable asset. His service record is exemplary, and he has a well-earned reputation as somebody who gets things done, no questions asked. By the same token, I would love to include Burke in our long-term plans. We could use a man like him in our corner and could deploy him far more effectively. Let me know what you think. So then Hatch says, Clarice, I understand why you consider Mr. Burke an asset to our future plans. Unfortunately, while he's an exceptional individual, he is less suitable for the kind of duties you have in mind than may be immediately obvious. I'll explain. Yes, he's been trained as a striker, but Mr. Burke was disqualified and for good reason. The men we have chosen to be strikers have strict physical requirements, a certain moral flexibility, and the kind of killer instinct you have to be born with, cultivated to a fine degree. A ferocious knack for survival. Mr. Burke certainly has those qualities. He wasn't disqualified from the striker program because he lacked them or because he couldn't wrap his head around the technical aspects of operating the technology. In fact, his performance was exceptional, so I fully agree with you that he is an impressive operative. But strikers, by their very nature, have to be made aware of Project Lifeboat, again this Lifeboat project, and its purpose, at least on a general level, and that means they have to be able to accept its implications. Unfortunately, Mr. Burke has a deep attachment to his wife, and the fact is that even if we brought Mr. Burke in, that wouldn't guarantee a spot for her in the program. So this is kind of what we thought, that Project Lifeboat, where it's like the end of the world is coming and there's going to be this lifeboat that can save some people. Mr. Burke would never accept that, particularly now that Mrs. Burke is pregnant. Therefore, it's vital that he doesn't understand the nature and scope of the threat we face. As for having him play a role in other aspects of future developments, I suspect that despite his seemingly amoral nature, Mr. Burke may have other qualms he's not consciously aware of. If he ever has to truly make a choice between conflicting loyalties, he may take a stand on principle and elect to act against his own best interests. That's not a chance I'm willing to take. So then she says, "Sir, given the very recent events at the dry docks, I now see exactly what you mean. Clearly, you were right about Burke's loyalties being more fickle than they appeared. Of course, we have plenty of unanswered questions about how it came to this. To begin with, I don't see why Burke would be involved with Joyce. There's no way he did it out of some kind of altruistic urge. There has to be more to it. We know Burke didn't divert Joyce's transport, since whereabouts at that time are unaccounted for. So there has to be somebody else involved too. I'm looking into it." All right. Which I guess is Beth. Oh, we just felt something. What's going on? There's something in the back of the truck. Okay, Liam Burke's psych evaluation. From Manuel Peretta to Martin Hatch. Martin, first of all, I have to again register my objection. What you are having me do under the guise of a psych evaluation is a blatant violation of Liam Burke's doctor-patient confidentiality, and the only reason I'm doing this is because you leave me no other choice. Now, I recognize that in the world to come, our current rules and legislation, even our standards of morality, may no longer be applicable, but we aren't there yet. You and Mr. Serene are placing the long-term mental well-being of hundreds of individuals in my hands, and I'm telling you right now, if they don't trust not only me, but the system that put us all in this in our particular positions, there's no way we can recover from it. Now on to Burke. It is my considered professional opinion that the man is a bit of a powder keg. For all his calm exterior, he's under tremendous pressure. I understand your reasoning for pulling him out of the Striker program, but what you've essentially done is instill in him a sense of encroaching doom. He doesn't know the specifics, obviously. He didn't make it far enough in the program to be debriefed on that, but he knows that we're preparing for a future threat that is somehow related to the flow of time being interrupted, and that there are dangers out there, dangers that we have specifically been training the Striker units for. There are men who are content to merely follow orders and let others worry about consequences. Burke is not one of them. He is willing to commit acts of violence without asking why, but don't mistake that lack of qualms for blind obedience. Burke needs agency. He has a fundamental need to feel in control of his life, and you have put him in a position where that's no longer possible for him. He's good at seeing patterns and drawing accurate conclusions from the facts available to him, and he has deduced, quite correctly, that he was being trained for a specific scenario that Monarch believes will happen. He is also painfully aware of the fact that if and when the scenario arrives, he will not be part of the solution. He understands the nature of the Striker suits, that they are only useful in a zero-state situation, and he understands that in such a situation, man without a Striker suit is essentially dead. He doesn't know about the lifeboat protocol, obviously, but if he did, he'd then also know he's not a part of it. Either way, the bottom line is that he's in a hopeless situation. He fears that the end of the world is coming, and he knows that if it does, the only way he can survive is with the technology Monarch has denied him access to. He doesn't understand the details, or even the exact nature of that end of the world, but that just makes it worse. Fear and lack of understanding breed tremendous anxiety, Mr. Hatch. He may not show it, but believe me, Burke feels it. For himself and for his family. It may interest you to know that his wife is pregnant. You can understand how that adds to the pressure. To be honest, given the parameters we're operating under, I don't know how to resolve this. In Burke, you have a tremendously efficient operative, but you've put him in an impossible position. I believe he will remain effective as long as he doesn't have reason to believe the scenario he fears is imminent. But once he believes it has arrived, all bets are off. That is, unless you give him hope of survival. But at this point, resentment and suspicion are starting to turn into paranoia, and frankly, I'm not sure he would trust either of us anymore. And speaking of trust, I recommend that you think about what I said in my opening paragraph, Martin. Our greatest challenge and greatest assets in the subjective years to come won't be technological, but all too human. Don't make the mistake seeing people as just entries on a spreadsheet. That's interesting for a few reasons. Number one, it's giving us some real insights into what this kind of end of the world situation could be like. He's saying where like morality might not even be the same, etc., etc. So that's kind of disturbing. Plus Burke, like they all know that he's not just a regular soldier, and so there's some people that want him involved and some people don't want him involved, and I can see reasons as to why for both. Now, we didn't upgrade there because the next upgrade's at 4. Amy Ferrero now. Okay, so what up, fools? This is to the ground zero up. So I looked up Amy Ferrero. She checks out pretty much how you'd expect. Good grades, no student loans because daddy's got money, popular, the classic. I'm better than you because I don't care so much package. But studying anything even remotely useful in a world where you gotta work for a living. She's into this whole activist lifestyle, always protesting this or that, and generally just hugging every tree and saving every whale she sees. Yawn. On average, she signs 2 petitions a week and generally spends half her life sticking her nose in other people's shit. Credit where it's due, she's pretty good at it. Also, she's got a lot of friends who are into this stuff, and she seems to be real good at getting them coordinated. Kinda makes her perfect for our purposes, because if you can talk her into saying what we want, there's a lot of folks who are gonna listen. No boyfriend or girlfriend, I don't know which way she swings. Why does she doesn't put that on the internet? Doesn't she know what, doesn't she know that's what it's for? But there's that family of hers, looks like she's got real close ties, so if we need leverage, that's where you'll find it. You may want to make sure she stays on our side though. Like I said, she's pretty popular with the rest of these people, and if they get the idea she's been screwed over, they might get pretty mad. You know how these neo-hippie bleeding heart hipster types are, always up in arms about something. Holy shit, I'm glad I'm not in school anymore. Charlie. Oh, you know what this means. We're gonna keep the heavy pistol. Yeah, I think we want the tactical. Or do we want the assault rifle? Actually, we'll keep the tactical SMG. I like it, it's easier to aim. Whoa! We just missed them. Do they see us? They must.
Sir. Paul. No! Come back, goddammit!
Don't.
Whoa. He's bringing it down. Yeah, we gotta move. Oh, we got a stutter? What?
Come on.
We can reverse any of that? That's crazy. Let's see what's happening. We made it through.
Stutters were getting bad. He's shifting back and forth without warning. At the time, I didn't think it could get much worse.
But we both know it did.
Whoa. Oh! Be cool. Be cool. Shit.
Need to get the hell out of here.
Yeah, we do. What the?
Jesus! Cutting a little close, Jack. It's like a goddamn maze in here.
Seriously. Can I not get up there? I feel like I should be able to get up here. There we go.
Okay, keep going. No, not again.
Oh! Fuck, are you serious? Here they come. Let's move. Looking for him. Where are they? Oh, they're behind us. We might go down here. Let's just get our bubble up for a second. It's working. Holy shit.
Beth had been on her way to meet me. I expected she was frozen somewhere up there, by the side of the dry dock.
That's crazy. And we didn't even use any of these, like... these chronon things. Can we only do it while we're actually fighting, maybe? I don't think so. There we go. Beautiful. That's so cool. Daylight savings time? Me time stop for 5 minutes, little bits at a time. Oh, cool.
My exact words were, don't do anything stupid.
I've never been a great listener.